As the knees knock in, anchor the feet. Start the Ujjayi breath. Inhale through the nose, through the back of the throat. Exhale through the nose, through the back of the throat. Good. And just like that, the connection of the body, the breath, the mind, stabilizing you, hopefully. Yeah, a couple more cycles. Good. Blink your eyes open, okay? And you're going to keep your head down for a sec. So your legs are going to stay bent. But what I want you to do is kind of bring them so your heels come out and are on an angle like this. Yeah, it's better if I just show you. Yeah. So it's like a wider bridge, but you're not lifting your hips. So your heels are kind of planted into the mat and you're making like a V with your legs. That's it. Now, what I want you to feel before you do anything is that your back stays down and the neck stays elongated. So your gaze stays towards the sky. Good. Your left hand will come behind the block. So you're kind of going to open up your elbow and grab the block with your hand. So your hand is going to be on that block. Yep. Then from there, your left leg is going to extend up towards the sky. So it's going to be your left leg and your left hand. The right arm's going to reach behind you. You're going to touch your hand to your foot anywhere across the shin if you can't make it, and then lower everything down. Hover it, and then bring it back up. So the goal here is to keep everything very elongated. Yep. And that heel of the right leg is kind of digging into the mat. So along with that whole body. So right hand, left leg, and then you go like that. So the head doesn't lift at all, Jess. Keep the head down. Yeah, it's a little different. So I want the elbow kind of down on the mat as well. So everything's really elongating and you're just using your deep core muscles and your breath like you're swimming. You got it? That's it. So just like that, you're moving. I try and lift on the exhale breath, but it doesn't always work out. Right. You know, they say do this, do that. You know, it's all bullshit. You just do, you're going to breathe and you're going to move. So, you know, if you focus too much, you're focusing on the wrong things. That's what we find. So just moving at your own pace. I'm not counting because some of us may do 3 of these very slow. And there's others that I know in here are going to do 33 of them very fast. And regardless of who you are, there's no judgment. We just move. Yep. Keep the hand and the elbow very open. So you're getting a shoulder blade kind of down and you're just elongating. And you're breathing and you're moving and you're not in a rush. And I know it's annoying sometimes, but that's the point. Keep digging that heel down. So that heel is kind of helping you stay rooted. And as you keep going, you start to slow because it fatigues. The hip flexor, the core, the shoulder blade staying down. We're going to take 5 more. Don't lift that lower back. Keep everything very, very long. Yep. Switch. Dig your other heel into the mat. The hand stays on the block, mounted to the ground. The other arm goes with opposite arm, opposite leg. Keep your lower back squat down. So as you lift, you may not actually touch. It's just in that general direction. Yeah, it just shows you the flexibility. We'll get you there. It takes time. There's patience and elongating. Everything's staying down. The only thing that's lifting and moving is that arm and that leg. So it's this isometric movement of the core stabilization. Stay with it. Keep moving and breathing. I like a flexed foot, but sometimes, you know, I'll take 2 or 3 of them, then I'll point the toe just to kind of change it up and see how that feels. So keep that in mind as you move. You could point, you could flex. However, it feels like you're getting more of a dynamite movement. Keep digging that bent leg, that heel into the mat. Keep going. You're not moving your neck. Everything's staying very long. You're hovering the leg as it lowers, and you're just pulsing it. Keep going. Hearing your breath, feeling your breath, isolating movement, muscles. Take 5 more. Good. Legs are going to lift and you're going to butterfly your legs in space. So it looks like this. Once again, it's probably better if I demonstrate sometimes. So it's like this. Then you're going to reach your arms forward and lift your shoulder blades and your head up off the ground. Now, as you lift your head up off the ground, the arms are reaching forward. The hands are in a little prayer or Anjali Mudra, and you're floating. It's like a floating butterfly. You're not crunching your neck. You're reaching and you're going to pulse forward for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Lower back spreads. 8, 9, 10. 10, 9. Small movements get you there. Yep. Keep going. Perfect. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to rock and roll. Maybe use your hands. You're going to come up into a squat on the ground. You can use the block if you need it. And sit down, feet go wide. You're coming into squat malasana. Yep. So some of us don't have the range of movement to get all the way down. So more of a bear squat is totally cool. Lengthening the tailbone, using the back of the triceps to get in there. I like to turn the hands just a tad forward in this pose to kind of offer it up. There's always someone who needs a little more energy than what we all have. Yeah, feet are anchored, tailbone is lengthening. If your drishti starts to drop, that's your gaze, just look forward a little. Yeah, drop the shoulders down the back. So I want you to feel your feet press into the mat and start to lift yourself up. We're going to meet up with Scott here so he doesn't feel lonely in this bear squat. Yeah. So we're going to just come up nice and slow, and we're going to come up. And what I like to do is actually anchor the feet a little bit more forward and tighten up the stance. Yeah. So it looks more like this. I told you, this is the porta potty. You know, we work on this daily because we just never know what life is going to bring us. Yes. So as you do this, shoulders draw down the back, weight goes into your heels. It's like a souped up chair pose. You start to feel kind of in a funky way. Arms go up, side ribs draw in, weight stays back. That's it. The breath is flowing. So as we fatigue, the first thing that starts to go is the breath, and then bad thoughts. So good thoughts, lots of breath, you're in good shape. Shoot up to stand up, drag it to prayer, drop your arms, bring your feet together at the top of the mat, or you can have them hips width. I like to practice with hips width, so up to you at the top if you're not there. Good. Arms go straight up towards the sky. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold, let your head go. Come to the fingertips, long spine, hands can rest on your shins or blocks. Exhale, fold into yourself, let it go. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Arms go straight up, just breathing, feeling, moving. Dive over, bend knees, forward fold. Long spine to prepare, hands compress into your shins. Exhale the breath, fold, let the head go. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer, drop your arms. Arms go straight up towards the sky. Dive over, bend knees, forward fold. Come to the fingertips, long spine, step, step, plank, first one. Oops, the blocks are everywhere. We'll kick them out of the way. Yeah, plank position. Lead a little with your heart and chest. Anchor your hands. You can always drop your knees. If you're having a rough morning, give yourself some extra support. Feel the size of your body begin to grip in. It looks good, Tracy. Good to see you. Bring more weight forward. Feel your breath, hear your breath. So what I want you to do in this plank is kind of shift your weight back towards the back of the mat for a beat. Good, and then I need you to shift your weight forward, but while keeping your spine nice and elongated. Good, try that again. Shift your weight back so the heels kind of melt towards the mat. and then shift your weight forward. The forward is ideally where we want to be. Hips go up and back, down dog. Yeah, so whatever you're feeling, whatever you're experiencing, just leave it to the side. We have 60 minutes to just kind of move and breathe and be together and create some positive energy. Okay, so roll forward plank. Halfway to a push-up, drop your knees. Revisit plank position. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. All right, try that again. Plank position, one piece. The knees drop if you need support, halfway to your version. Push up, elbows slide by your side body. Re-straighten your arms. Hips go up and back, down dog. Breathe your right leg up and back. If you're in the back row, be mindful of that wooden shelf. Point your right toes. Come forward and hug your right knee towards your navel. Give it a good little squeeze. Arms are straight up and down. Look forward with your eyes. Step your right foot forward and through. Be on your fingertips. Bring to the top of the mat in one piece. Long spine on the inhale. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Arms go straight up towards the sky. Dive in half over bent knees, forward fold. Let your head just go. Long spine sets you up. You take 2 big steps to get back to plank. 1, 2. Halfway to your push-up, have control here and hold your push-up. Revisit plank. Nice work. Hips go up and back, down dog. Breathe your left leg up and back, 3-legged down dog. When you lift the leg, try and lift from your inner thigh. Point your left toes, come forward and hug your left knee in. This kind of just gets things moving along. Good. Arms nice and straight. Look forward with your eyes, squeeze it in, and then step the left foot forward and through it. If you can't get it all the way forward, just use your hands. Be on your fingertips, and then spring to the top of the mat in one piece. Long spine on the inhale. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Anchor, feel. Sometimes you feel a little dizzy. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Arms go straight up towards the sky. Dive over, bend knees, forward fold. Long spine to prepare. Step, step, plank. Halfway to a push-up. Up dog pulls you through. Gotcha. Cobra is also there if you need it. Hips go up and back, down dog. So listen, majority of you practice quite often. So modify, take out what you don't need, put in what you do. Arms are straight. Look where you want to go. Step, step. You're feeling bouncy, float to the top of the mat. Long spine right here. Fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer, drop your arms. Arms go straight up. Dive in half over bent knees, forward fold. Let your head go. Long spine to set it up. You can step, step, float, skip, crawl, whatever. Up dog is smooth. Downward facing dog. Arms are straight. Look where you want to go. Step or float, top of mat. Long spine, folds. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer, drop your arms. Everyone just got very serious. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Arms go straight up towards the sky. Dive over bent knees, forward fold. Long spine to prepare. Step or float through your vinyasa. You could step, you could float, you can crawl back. Up dog is smooth, be deliberate. Take the baby cobra if it feels better. Hips go up and back, down dog. Each one starts to get a little better. Your hips are lifting nice and high. Your outer triceps are gripping in. Your arms stay straight. Look where you want to go. Step or float, top of mat, land light. Long spine, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer, drop your arms. Each one's getting better. Arms go straight up. Dive in half over bent knees, forward fold. Long spine to set you up. You're going to step or float through your vinyasa. Halfway to your push-up, take your time. Up dog or cobra. Nice, Zoe. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Let's do one more. Arms are straight. Look where you want to go. Step or float, top of mat. Long spine, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer, drop your arms. Arms go straight up. Dive in half, bend your knees a lot. Long spine to prepare, step or float through your vinyasa. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe your right leg up and back, lift from your inner thigh. Come forward and hug your right knee straight in, scoop it up. Look forward with your eyes, step your right foot forward and through. Be on your fingertips, yeah. Steer your right hip under you, integrate your back left leg. Great, arms alongside your body, and I want you to stay low for a moment. Yeah. Palms face down, yeah. Then start to rise crescent lunge. As you arrive up into the crescent lunge, if you feel any tugging on your lower back, the recommendation would be to bend your back knee a little bit. That's great. Side ribs are nice and long. You can always tip your torso a little forward too. Kind of a nice way to stay out of that low back. Shoulders drop down your back. Yeah. And you feel the weight in your standing right heel. Actually, let's do this. Keep your arms straight up towards the sky. Straighten your right leg on track about 3/4 of the way. Yeah. Scissor those inner and outer thighs together and then rebend into that front thigh, creating a solid 90-degree angle. Great, try it again. You're gonna straighten your right leg on track about 3/4 of the way. Side ribs kind of gather in. Rebend into that front thigh. Great, one more time. Straighten, hug in, rebend and pause. Just bringing your arms forward towards the front wall, not your torso, unless your lower back's sensitive this morning. Wrap your left arm underneath your right arm. If the arms don't wrap evenly or comfortably, just give yourself a little hug. Step up and wrap your left thigh around your right thigh. We're challenging balance early here. Not always the prettiest thing, I'm aware. So modify with your left leg, kind of hovering the mat or just halfway around. Weights in that standing right heel. Rather than yanking down on the elbows, yeah, lift them up a little and just work on your alignment. Look forward with your eyes. Unravel just your arms towards the sky. Step back into warrior one. See if you could do it gracefully. Wink, wink. Good. Steer the left ribs forward. Scoot your left foot over towards Tracy an inch, and then you're in good shape. Nice. You can always tip your torso a tad forward. Stay with it. Plank position. Chaturanga push-up. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Breathe your left leg up and back, three-legged down dog. When you lift, lift deliberately with intention and purpose. Come forward, hug your left knee in, give it a good little squeeze. Look forward, step your left foot forward and through. Scooch it a tad to the left. You really want to feel like you're grounded in your pelvis here. That looks good, Kelsey. Be on your fingertips for a beat, and then slide your arms alongside your body. So I don't do this to torture you. It's so you can really feel that the lower half of the body needs to support the pose, that it starts from the ground up. Your side ribs really need to gather in, and your abdominal wall needs to pull towards the back of the spine. Then we start to rise into our version of high lunge, crescent lunge. As you come up, kind of work it out. Yeah, side ribs nice and long, hip points forward. Begin to straighten your left leg on track about 3/4 of the way. And then rebend into the front of that thigh. The thigh slides into the hip socket, guys. Straighten the left leg on track. Do it slow so you can feel. Rebend. One more. Straighten the leg on track about 3/4 of the way. Rebend. Pause. Bring just your arms forward. Wrap your right arm underneath your left arm. If you think you mixed it up, just do the opposite. Yeah, or hug. Step up, eagle. Or hug yourself. Yeah. So any way that you could kind of get your thigh to wrap around thigh, so making kind of that contact, and then wrapping the foot around the calf is really only the final step if you can get. Most of us can't really do it. Yeah, weight stays in the heels. Your breath is just filling the space of your body, your mind, and the shape of the pose. Lift the elbows up a little more. Sit a little deeper. Chrissy, looks good. Unravel just your arms. Keep your left leg bent and then step back warrior one with your right leg. Do your best. Take a moment to kind of settle in. The back foot is turned almost completely forward. It's like a 70-degree angle. The right ribs need to turn forward. Yeah. And then you want to feel the plant of your feet. You want to feel your breath flowing down in the posture. And then keep your neck neutral. Hands to frame your front foot through a vinyasa of your choice. So all of us are different. Some of us just like going to a dog and kind of chilling out. That's totally fine. Meet me in a down dog where we breathe and hold for a beat. Great. Arms are straight. Look where you want to go. Step or float. Long spine. Fold. Let's hit chair pose. Weights in the heels. Chair. I like it with the feet a little separated. Totally preference. Personal preference. Shoot up to stand up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. We're going to loop it together now. Arms go straight up towards the sky. Heavy in your heels for chair pose. Weight moves way back. Dive over bent knees, forward fold, let the head go. Long spine to prepare. Step or float through your vinyasa. Yeah, adding or subtracting what you need. Up dog is smooth though. Hips go up and back, down dog. Right foot forward, back foot turns, rise, warrior one. Kind of have to get in your yoga zone. Hands to frame your front foot through your vinyasa. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Left foot forward, back foot turns, rise. To the floor we go, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Hips go up and back, down dog. Breathe. Less suffering, more feeling. Give yourself room to just move and breathe. Less pressure to be where you think you need to be. Arms are straight. Look where you want to go. Step or float, top of mat. Long spine right here. Fold in half. Sit into your chair. Remind yourself you're doing this to have fun. Yes, you're having fun. We're doing your yoga practice. Shoot up to stand up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Arms go straight up towards the sky. Heavy in your heels for chair. I'm going to hot yoga zone on tomorrow. I'm going to go to Vegas where it's 107. Dive over bent knees, forward fold. Yep. Long spine to prepare. Oh, yeah. Step or float through a vinyasa. Is he there?
Yes.
Okay. Tell him to look for us. We'll be dancing in the streets. Step the right foot forward. I don't know. We might need crypto after the trip. Step the right foot forward, warrior one. We might make some new investment. To the floor we go, chaturanga. Up dog. Hips go up and back, down dog. I don't know who's doing residency there, my husband or the dead. Left leg forward. Chaturanga push up. Just let it rip here. Yeah, up dog. Hips go up and back, down dog. So no time to pause. Just keep your arms straight. Look where you want to go. Step or float to the top. We're looping them together. Long spine, fold. Heavy in your heels for chair. Just let yourself feel it. Shoot up to stand up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Arms go straight up. Chair pose. Dive over bent knees, forward fold. Long spine to prepare you. Step or float, vinyasa. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Right foot lands, back foot turns. Rise on the breath, warrior one. Chaturanga push up. Smooth through your transition of the up dog. Press even. Looks good, Kim. Hips go up and back, down dog. The left foot lands, the back foot turns. You want to feel your back foot really root. To the floor we go, chaturanga. Up dog, smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Arms are straight, one more. Look where you want to go, step or float. Here we go. Long spine, fold. Chair pose. Shoot up to stand up, drag it to prayer. Last one, arms go straight up, heavy in your heels, at least for now. Dive over bent knees, forward fold. Long spine to prepare, step or float through your vinyasa. Nice and even keeled, up dog. Hips go up and back, down dog. Right foot lands, back foot turns, rising your breath. We're getting fast, but we're not getting sloppy. There's a big difference. To the floor we go, chaturanga. Heart rate should be up a little. Yep. Left foot lands, rise. Building that momentum, that base for the practice right here in this moment. To the floor we go through your vinyasa. Good job. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. 3 breaths here, hold. Good, you're gonna come forward to plank and you're gonna hover your right foot an inch from the ground. Yes, just an inch. I like how I said it. Amy was there. She was spot on in it. She's like, I'm taking the extra hold. I thought of you today on the bike and I was like, where's my space heater on me? Okay, so you're in this plank and you're hovering your right foot. That's it, that's all you're doing. You're gonna take your right knee and you're gonna bend it to the inside of the left tricep. Yep. That's it, so it's going across your body. Now I want you to straighten the leg out and come into a fall, and this is called fallen triangle. Yeah, it's a side plank with your legs kind of split apart. I'm gonna give you an alternative if it doesn't work. Modify side plank, modified side plank, Kristen. If it doesn't work, just do what you normally do. Yeah, that's it. You did that was a good try though. Yeah. If you want, for the last few breaths, the top arm wraps up and forward. That's gonna give you more. And then left hand comes to the ground. You even it out and we hug together the right knee towards the navel. Great. Step the right foot smack in between your hands. Turn your back foot on a sharp angle. Don't come up. Grab anywhere across the front of your right shin for triangle pose. Yeah, and if that doesn't work for you, please come out of the pose and reset it to make it work. Some of us need a longer version of this, a tighter version. Some of us need a block to the outside of the calf. You want to hook the side ribs in and the side of your hips, making a series of triangles in your body, letting your shoulders slide down your back, feeling your feet, your inner and outer thighs anchoring. Looking sideways or looking up, unless your neck doesn't feel great, then you just like you take a beat and you look down and you kind of reset it. You're going to look to the floor and together we'll step up into Ardha Chandrasana. Use your block and bring it forward enough so your side ribs can stay long. Perfect. Some days our balances are great. Other days it's like we don't have a foot. Any version of this that you know you can sustain and hold and feel and have an experience in. So maybe it's just keeping it basic. Maybe it's working on the fingertips skimming the mat. Maybe it's focusing on your right foot, keeping that foot forward. You're doing great, Kelsey. Grip your right hip in like Tadasana. Soften a little behind the right knee. Michelle looks awesome. Lift from your left leg just an inch higher, everybody. Triangle, step back. See if you can do it. Stay with it. In the last few breaths of this version of triangle, reach your left arm up and forward if that feels good in your body. That's it. It may only just be an inch or two. Eyes go to the floor. We're going to circle the hands to plank position. Pause, please. Drop your forearms down for forearm plank. Yep. Turn your left hand a little bit in on an angle and roll to Vashisthasana on your left forearm. Yeah. You could modify knee down, the same thing. Sometimes having the hand a little on an angle is makes the shoulder feel better in this. Stagger the feet. That's it. This is great. Forearm plank. Forearm plank. You got this. Nice, Zoe. One hand at a time plank. Chaturanga push-up. Up dog pulls you through. Hips go up and back, down dog. We're staying on the right side, guys, before we move on. Stay with me. The right foot steps smack in between your hands. Good. Turn the back foot on a sharp angle. Don't come up. You're going to take your block and place it to the instep of your right foot, please. Yep. Any angle. Low, medium, high. Caddy the right arm in and then peel your left arm open. That's it. Nice. So you're just coming to the B variation from the ground up. Grip your right hip under you. It has a tendency to wing out. Turn your right ribs. Nice, Megan. The left arm straight up could stay or it can wrap behind your back if you're feeling bindy. A half bind is totally awesome. You can also go into a full bind if you feel like you can wrap and continue to breathe. There's a little lean back action, and we want to get the crown of the head to line up with that right foot. Stay with it. So you're getting this awesome hip opener, but you're also getting a back bend at the same time, which is great. Unravel your left arm. Let the strength of that left arm pull you up. Warrior two, and we hold. Lengthen the tailbone like we did in that squat early on. Roll the inner right thigh open. Yeah. Now what happens, the nature of our bodies and minds is we end up leaning into it. We lean our right arm forward. Right. So, kind of focus on that left arm a little. Give it a little love. Yeah. So you steer your left ribs back and your right ribs forward. Nice, Jody. And then you close your eyes and let yourself go inward and just be here. It's just a feeling. Embrace it. 4 more breaths. Circle it to the floor, plank, and pause. Halfway to a push-up. Up dog, smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. So let's just do this. Breathe the left leg up and back for a sec. Then come forward to your 3-legged plank. So just hover that left foot. Yeah, just have the left leg Kelsey straight and have it hovering. That's it. Now your left leg is going to bend and come towards the right tricep on the inside. It's not going to actually touch. It's just going that direction. Good. And then you're going to find your way to fallen triangle. Once again, if this does not work for you, that is fine. Just drop your bottom knee, take a version of side plank that works. Yeah, so your legs are kind of split apart. Beautiful. And wherever you are is where you are. Better than not being anywhere. Plenty of people go nowhere. You're going places. Top arm can reach up and forward. Take it to the ground. Square it off. Hug your knee in. Hug it in. Step the left foot forward and through. Other leg, Scott, you got it. Turn the back foot. Find triangle from the ground up. Yeah, you got it. I know you're excited for half moon, Amy, but take triangle first. Yeah, it's all good. You have lots on your mind. You're here just doing triangle. Yeah. Just be paying attention that you're not dumping into your low back. Yes. So you really want to zip up your obliques. It's why we always start the class with some version, some way, a core So you can feel it. You want to feel the core firing up. Stay with it. You'll look down and together we'll step up Ardha. Maybe your right hand has to come to your hip. Maybe you have to go super high with the block. Make sure it's enough forward and over to the left a smidgen so you can really find that space. Then you lift from your inner right thigh and you're trying to lift it so it's hip height. Once you get set, then you figure out what it is that you need to do next. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's bending the leg. Maybe it's floating the fingertips. Maybe it's thinking about these things and doing them another time. Soften behind that standing left leg and keep that left foot forward. If you bound it up, just release and meet us in a traditional Ardha. And then lightly step back to triangle. Do it slow. You got it. The right arm can wrap up and forward this time if that feels good in your body, or just keep it as it is. Zip up the side of your body, turn those bottom ribs. Eyes to the floor, plank position. When you hit plank, pause. Drop to your forearms, forearm plank. One hand at a time. First find the forearm plank before you move on. Then turn your right hand in a little. Some of us turn it an inch or two. Some of us like it all the way in. Then roll to the outer blade of your right foot for forearm side plank. If you need a modification, please take it. You got it. Top arm straight up or up and forward if you want more. Totally up to you. Staggering the feet, stacking the feet up, dropping the bottom knee. All of these are great options. Forearm plank, slow. First, find the forearm plank. Lengthen your tailbone, stabilize. Then one hand at a time, plank position. Hips go up and back, down dog. I was nice. Step your left foot forward. Just step it forward. Keep it going. Turn the back foot on a sharp angle. Reach for your block. Caddy it to the instep of the foot. And peel open to your B variation. That's it. Nice job. Lean back a little bit into your inner thigh. Grip your bottom left hip in. Breathe your collarbone and your chest open. Everyone's alignment looks excellent. Half bind, full bind, no bind. Sometimes you close your eyes in the pose. It takes you someplace. Yeah. Yeah. And just kind of feel where your body is traveling, where your breath is carrying your body to. Kind of neat. And the moments we get still, we get still. If you bound it up in any way, extend your top arm up towards the sky. Pause. Use the strength of that arm and let that pull you up, warrior two. Now we're here in warrior two. Lengthen your tailbone. Roll that inner thigh open. Roll that thigh open. That's what happens. Yep. Breathe across your collarbone even. In the moments that you want to give up, remind yourself you've done harder things. Harder things. Three more. Circle it to the floor through your vinyasa. Great job. Enjoy the back bend. Yep. Hips go up and back. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Take a full breath out. Nice job. Look where you want to go. Step or float to the top of the mat. Long spine. Fold in half. Let it go. Find your way into chair. I didn't want you being sad that you missed it. Yeah. Yeah. Drag it to prayer. Drag your hands to prayer position. Inhale your breath. You're going to hook and turn towards me. So not all of us feel good in that deep twist. If your lower back's sensitive, it's cool to just do like a half turn. You can also have your elbow kind of pressing into the center of your thigh if you're not quite all the way. Yeah. What's important is that your feet, your shins, and your knees all stay even. Yeah. If you feel you can spread open your arms, then go for it. If not, just stay in its basic form. You're going to get plenty here. Weight stays back in your heels. Try not to look back. Look sideways or look up. Chair pose, pull around, pause. Float your right foot an inch from the ground. So the weight kind of just shifts into the left leg. You're going to press to stand your right knee towards your navel. So your arms are up. You're standing on your left leg and your right leg is bent in half. That's it. You're going to reach to the outer part of your right thigh with your left hand and twist open. Yeah. More times I do it with a bent leg, but if you feel good and your hamstring feels okay, lower back feels good, you can reach down and grab the outer blade of your right foot with your left hand. It's called dancing Shiva. That's the full expression, but this is a solid way to take it because you stay really grounded. And this opportunity to look back into that back hand in time. Pull around to center, arms up, leg up. Arms up, leg up. Keep the arms moving up. The energy is moving up. Lower the right foot down. Keep the arms up. Sit back to chair. Weight in your heels. Drag your hands to prayer. Inhale your breath. You'll hook and twist towards the left now. Same drill. So if you don't feel like twisting suits your body, do less. Yep. Work on the alignment. Weight staying in the heels. Shins, knees, and hips are nice and aligned. So the right knee has a tendency to snaggle past that left knee. So drag your right hip back, Megan. Scott, drag your right hip back. That's it. Kim, drag your right hip back an inch. Open up your arms if you want more. Just be content right here. And then where's the breath? Because as you start to go to that dark place, breathe, breathe. Pull around to center. Chair pose. Keep the arms moving up. The energy is moving up. The weight shifts to your right leg. Your left foot just floats. And then with that energy, you press up to stand up. Your left leg bent in half. Pause, feel, and then move into the twist. Rather than grabbing the front of the knee, grab the side of your like where your IT band is, where your IT band and your knee would meet. Yes, and then peel back there. It's a better place to hold on. If you can get the full foot forward, go for it. Maybe this is your good side. Pull around to center. Arms up, leg up. Keep the arms up, lower the left foot down. Dive over bent knees, forward fold. Let it go. You're doing awesome, guys. Long spine on the inhale, step or float through your vinyasa. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Just a couple more standing poses. You're almost done. Step your right foot forward, crescent lunge. Yep. Drag your hands to prayer, lean out, hook the elbow, and let's twist. Yeah. So many options here. You can drop your left knee down. You can take this as an easy twist too. You can air twist. What you do want to feel though is your back leg is really charged up. So it's like plank if it's not on the ground. That's it. And then you want to lean back a little bit, get the crown of the head to line up with that back left heel. Point your right elbow towards the sky or open up your arms depending on you. Okay? Wait, you're doing great. I think sometimes moving will help, helps. 3 more breaths, guys. Kelsey, you're good. You're very good. This is an awesome transition. At least I think it's awesome. Look to the floor, pause. You're going to reach out, step up, revolved Ardha. Revolved Ardha. Yeah, we kind of had to do it. I mean, this is where the whole class was going. Yeah. So when you step up to revolved Ardha, definitely have your block on its highest setting and slide your right hand to the flat part of your back. That's the sweet spot there. Feel. You don't need to go any further. And don't get so caught up like my leg needs to lift super high. It's going to lift as high as it's going to go for today. Squeeze your inner thighs in though. Engage here and then hug those hips in. Yeah. Zip it up. Look sideways, look up. It's your lucky day. You're transitioning to twisting triangle. Step back, shorten the stance, and just keep twisting. We're meeting Amy here. She was feeling lonely. Yes. Twisting triangle is the same pose. It's just a shorter version. You're just anchoring that back foot. It looks good, Scott. So think about that back heel and pressing it down. Steer your hips back like someone's got you by a bungee cord. They're pulling you back. Look sideways, look up, and peel open. Hands to frame your front foot, fold over that front leg. You may need to bend your right leg a lot. You may even need to use your blocks to kind of bring you up a little. Let the head go. Step to a down dog from here. That's it. Just step back, down dog. So keeping your toes like this from down dog, peel through up dog. If you don't do up dog, don't do this. Just hold plank. Yes. And then lift your hips back, down dog. Good work. Do it one more time. With your toes staying curled under, lead with your heart and chest. Keep your arms very straight. Peel through an up dog. Yes. Hips go up and back, down dog. Good work. Step the left foot forward, crescent lunge. Last side today. Crescent lunge. Hands to prayer. Lean forward, hook the elbow and twist, or float it. Or drop the back knee if you're feeling fatigued. Yeah, you want to zip up that left hip, grip that right quadricep, that hip flexor, that glute, that hamstring, and then get in there. Open up your arms if you want more. Or maybe it's just an easy twist. Couple more breaths, you're rocking it. The transition is revolved Ardha. So look down and see if you can just step right up into it. It's almost like a two-step part. You have to bring the block forward, hand to that low back, and the leg lifts kind of all at the same time. And then you look sideways, you look up. So Chrissy, it looks awesome. Just from your right inner thigh, turn your thigh bone down and flex the foot, other direction. There you go, perfect adjustment. Sometimes it's the smallest little adjustment and it neutralizes. Yep. Grip the hips in. Michelle, same thing. Turn. Yes, that's it. Looking sideways, looking up, breathing yourself open. Step back, twisting triangle. The block kind of moves with you. It has to move a little closer. And the back foot steps, so it's about 3.5, maybe 4 feet if you're tall. And then left hand can stay on the flat part of your back, and then you peel open. So if you stayed in twisting triangle, if you chose that for option A, you got a nice, long, juicy one. Grip the hips in, look sideways. Try not to look back here, look up. Hands to frame your front foot, fold over that left leg, use blocks to bring the floor up to you, and bend your left leg enough that you can really just kind of fold into it. Yeah, let it all go. Step back, down dog. Last time today, roll forward plank. Halfway to a push-up, just clean it up. Up dog, nice and smooth. Great job. Hips go up and back, down dog. Slide your right knee forward for a half pigeon. The moments that you have happiness, we find happiness. Yes. There are certain yoga poses that just make you happier. Right. This to majority of people is one of them, not to everybody. There was a period of time Kim and I did not find happiness in this pose. Yes, if you had any knee stuff, it's not a happy place. Yeah, and if it doesn't work, let me know. We can find something else. Soften your shoulder blade, your left shoulder blade, Jode, down your back, and you're in good shape. Yeah, sometimes making a little pillow or using the block to rest your forehead on it is a nice way to be in it. On every exhale breath, you drag it out a little deeper, a little longer. We're gonna stay a little longer to see if you can sink in. Down dog, let's switch sides. Yep. Switch sides. If you're on your back for some reason, just switch. Left leg forward. Half pigeon. Here we go. And then fold. Go in a little deeper. Good. Use the strength of your body. Start to come up. Yeah. Lean onto your left side. Swing your right leg around. Bring your legs forward. Yeah. Take your block. You're going to sit up in Dandasana. And we'll leave on a strong point. Yeah. So the block's going to go to the outside. I'm not going to go low. I'm going to go medium. If you're feeling daring, you go here, but that's really daring. Okay. So hands. Yeah. This is Dandasana. This is the best version of sitting up tall. Shoulder blades draw down the back. You zip up your core. It's like really, really zipped up. The second that you go into your lower back, the pose is over. It looks like this. You're going to stay down, Scott. I've never done this. This is a good one. Get ready. It's something I have a feeling you'll be practicing at home tonight. Wink, wink. The right leg lifts. Now you're not cranking it. So you're lifting and then you bring it over. That's it. Do it slow. Back over. Zip it up and go. Just like that. Slow. You don't want to lean back. You want to go deep within your core muscles. That's it. We're going on the opposite beat. We're working together. 3. I know. For 2. One more. Back to center. Pause. So sleepy. Most of us are athletes. We do biking, hiking, running, paddle, everything, skiing, whatever it is. Our hip flexors get tired. They sleep. So this is the way just to kind of work your core. Zip it up. Go slow to start. Amy and I have to work together. Here we go. I don't know. We're a tough pair. We're good at playing cards together, but I don't know about this. Here we go. Because she's going to want to throw faster. I feel it. I feel her energy. Here we go, guys. Zip it up. Breathe. Yep. Give me another 3 if you can. You got it, Kelsey? This is good for your running. Sit up. Here we go. One more. Okay. Bend your legs in half and fold. Yeah, we got to do 2 back bends after this, and then you're going to peace out in a Shavasana. Okay, so fold here. And then we're going to lay down and we're going to take our first back bend a little bit different. You know how we started those abs? We take our heels into the ground. We're going to do our first back bend like that. Okay, so take it a little wider today. See how it feels. Your heels are going to dig into the ground, and then you're going to use your arms and lift your hips up that way. You may not get as high. That's it. If you can interlace your hands, great. If this isn't for you, I take no offense. Do what works. So exactly that. Dig your heels in and lift up. Interlace your hands now. Perfect. Zoe, I like it. You know why it's good for the low back? You stand on your feet all day, lengthen from your tailbone to the backs of your knees, dig the heels down. Good. Exhale the breath, let it go. If you're on a block doing your own thing, just stay. Repeat a second set, do it normal. If you like the funny version, do it again. If you want to go feet on blocks or block underneath low back or go into a full wheel, now would be the time. This is our guy, Jess. Got a very good voice. This is that Michael Mercagi. Lift yourself up. Nice, Jody. Nice work, Michelle. Exhale the breath, come down with control. Yep, hug your knees in towards your chest, give them a big squeeze. If you're on a block and you want to stay for a few extra beats, that's fine. Yep, extend your left leg forward, right knee in, just give it a simple squeeze or simple supine twist to finish this shebang off. Take it over towards the left. Come up to center, relax the right leg out, hug the left knee in. So these little changes we make in our practice on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis, so good for our bodies, but more so good for our brains, right? And as we age and we grow, be open to these little things. Come up to center, release the legs out and set up for Shavasana, complete rest. And because I'm going someplace special, we have to finish this with this song. Just relax. Take a big breath in. Follow it up with a deep breath out. Arms reach up over the top of the head. Give yourself a really big stretch from fingertips to toes. And squeeze your knees in towards your chest. If you're just staying down and you're in a peaceful moment, stay there. No reason to move. Sit up nice and tall. Let your shoulders drop down your back and just feel. Feel all the things that you just did on your yoga mat. Never take for granted. You know, even if you have to modify this entire practice, who cares? You're here. You're doing it. Bring the hands to prayer. Bow your head. Gratitude is the best attitude, says my mom, who's right here. Lift your head. Open your eyes. Namaste. Go out there, have an awesome afternoon. If I return in one piece from the sphere, I will see you all Tuesday. I think Hallie is subbing for me. Wonderful. I look forward to it. My mom has already been.
Same. We say that. Oh, that's where we say too.